Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. It's not podcast anymore. I know the intro still had podcasts on there, but it's all good. But we are the Sharpshooter Sports Talk because we talk all sports, all culture stuff. We talk about everything, not just one particular thing. But of course, we're gonna have more people coming through. Hopefully, if not, it's just the three of us tonight. But without further ado, my main man, piano man in the house,
What the
and you
business is.
and you already know my main man Ted's in the house, man, with his
What's
gold
going
mic.
on?
That's real gold, real solid gold, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. So that lets you know how much money he got. He got real money,
Yeah,
Egyptian money.
Uh-oh.
exactly.
He did. Oh,
King
you ain't no
Tut
kin.
type money.
I was about to say, man, you ain't no kin to Pharaoh, are you?
Hey,
No. I I had to go on a long journey in ancient Egypt to recover the gold for this mic. It's a
no, man.
long
Oh,
story. It's a long story.
Yeah.
okay.
That's what I said, man. Folks get rich and forget about the little people, man. Man,
Oh,
but I never forget about you people, man. We already got a shout out to people that's already in here. We got Huggy in here already starting with this nonsense. What is that? What is that? Nobody likes that. What is that you speak of? Appreciate
I
you
like
coming
it.
in here. DSG, what's going on, brother? What's going on, my boy? Got a pat show for y'all tonight. My main man Nick in the house. What's going on? Miss Janet, what's going on? She up in the house. What's going
It's happening.
on? Uh who else we got? Okay, I think that's everybody. Everybody. Oh yes, ma'am. Finally got it. Finally up in the 800 club. Now we moving on to the 900 club, but it took a while to just even get there, but it's a blessing that from you guys supporting the channel and continuing to support it. That's what I like, man. Thank you all for always being here and supporting the channel. So thank you. So like if you're not subscribed to the channel now, just go ahead and subscribe to it on the YouTube channel, wherever you are, Facebook or Twitter/X. Definitely appreciate it. So thank you all for even giving your time to the show. So thank you. And the people that helped it, from Piano Man to Coach Sean, Ted, Jason DeHaven, Quint, Arlon, Coach Al, so many to name, even the special guests. So thank you all. But where we gonna start first? Cause we got a packed show, man. It's a lot to talk about. I wanted to talk about this big old controversy at first, but I was like, man, I'm glad I actually slept on it. Cause I said I got tired of just seeing it. So we ain't gonna even talk about it. But y'all already know what's been probably one of the biggest news in sports. But we talking real sports, not the real, not the real housewives of you know what. but
okay.
mm, but of course the NBA conference finals preview. We're gonna start right there. Who are you guys? What is your keys to winning this conference finals in the West and the East? Who you got? Who are the X factors you have in these conference finals? Who you have winning, going to the NBA finals? All that good stuff. Any one of y'all can start. Who's ever ready?
Oh, I go ahead. Man. So we got in the West, we got
OKC,
what
Minnesota.
what I feel like is probably like the battle for the face of the league, right? Uh I don't know. You got Ant, who is, I guess the fan favorite face of the league. He's the one that's kind of people projecting to take that crown. Then you got SGA on the other end, who rightfully is just as talented. It's gonna be an interesting battle. I've seen. I've seen this. It sounds weird to say. I've seen Minnesota win when Ant has not had a good game.
Mhm.
I've seen this team still win mainly because they defend at a high level. I haven't seen that so much from OKC without Shea having a decent or a good game. So I think the X factor would be um, can the rest of OKC step up? With Shet having pretty good playoffs, I guess. But can the rest of those guys step up if indeed Shea does not? Um, for that end, on the East, we got a rivalry renewed, right? If you my age or anywhere near my age, you remember what the Pacers and the Knicks meant for the NBA. This is golden age rivalry. And it's a lot on the stake. Chance to go to the finals for both of these franchises. Um, both of them made power moves. I feel like the Pacers have been staying the course. They really did a good job of keeping the pieces that they had and putting this team together to get into this point. And the Knicks have as well. Big addition with getting Cat. Um, man, if the Knicks win finals, bro, we won't be able to. I know some Knicks fans that's just been waiting for this moment, and they're gonna be insufferable if the Knicks win the finals. So it's a good matchup, bro. Halliburton is who I feel like a guy who could. I'm gonna say this, but you could argue that he's MVP. What he means for that team. He is definitely the most valuable piece on that team. Um, so it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting on both sides. I expect two great series. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw two game sevens. That would be um epic. That would be epic. And it would be something that rarely happens in the conference finals. But as far as both of them having game seven. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And it should be no matter who wins out of these four, it should be an entertaining finals as well, man. Like I feel like these are four competitive teams. Both sides of the ball too. They're not just offensive teams, but all of them are. Uh, all of them play a fair share of defense. I think maybe not the Knicks as much, but the rest of them do get after it pretty heavily defensively. So it should be interesting, man.
Piano man. With before you go, just wanna I see other people coming up in the chat. Appreciate all y'all coming in. Uh, they got a new live chat thing over here in the corner, like the show guy chats moving up and down the thing. I guess. But it's dope, man. I'm keep it up there for a minute. But shout out to my boy, the white man. Appreciate you coming through. Miss Susan up in the house, roll tide to you. We'll even talk with little Alabama. Yeah, whatever y'all can think of, may even talk about it. Gil, what's going on, man? What's going on? Jumping up in here. Appreciate you guys. Just showing love. That's what I said. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. And of course, we are at 800 subscribers on our way to 900. So keep on supporting. Thank you all. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Come on over here to the Sharpshooters Sports Talk, not podcast anymore. Sports Talk. So try to get that in your lexicon if you can. I'm practicing myself, but go ahead, piano man.
Um, I'm sort of with Tez on this. Um, First, I would love to say congratulations to all four teams because this is going to be the first time in a long time that you don't have Los Angeles, you don't have a Dallas, you don't have a Boston. Uh, y'all get the gist. You don't have your traditional teams in there right now. So to me, it shows that the league is actually up and coming. Um, if I want to start with the East with the Knicks and the Pacers. Uh, B Sharp, you asked about the X factor. I'm gonna go off the grid a little bit, and I'm gonna say that the X factor will be Rick Carlisle, the coach
Mm.
of the Pacers. Why? He's been there before. Uh, the Pacers out of that. Now the Knicks hadn't been there in a while, but the Pacers have been there. They've been hanging around. The other thing about the Pacers is that uh, they're one of those squads that they're often overlooked because of Boston. Uh, who else is in the East? Because of I'm just using these as an example. Because of a Philadelphia, because of a Cleveland, of that Indiana's often overlooked, but Indiana is very very consistent. But again, I'm gonna say that the X factor won't be y'all just called his name uh, from
And
Indiana.
Indiana,
Tyler
Halliburton.
Yeah,
Halliburton.
Halliburton. Halliburton will not be the X factor. He's good. He's important. But I'm going to say this series is going to come down to coaching, and I believe that's where Carlisle holds the cards. He's been there, and those players, just like the guys at Alabama, they have bought into what he's selling. They bought into it. And if you pay real close attention, Indiana, as much as we hype them up on the offense, those dudes are hell on defense, man. They play some
Mhm.
good defense. That's not to take anything away from the Knicks, but I believe that out of those two, the experience is going to come, and that's going to come from Indiana. Now, out west, on the other hand, Tez, I have to agree with you. Out west, you're looking at two teams with players who can easily be the face of the league. Real easy. Just depends on who you pick.
Yeah, man. It's
It, it's
definitely.
it's it's hard to pick, but I'm going to have to sort of lean with Minnesota because they play the more complete ball and those some go getters. Now that's not to say OKC don't do it, but right now Minnesota, in my opinion, is the hotter team. They're hot right now. They're very hot, and so I believe you know it's going to be Minnesota and Indiana. I think it's going to be an up north thing right there. It's going to be a pure D
Mm.
North shootout right there between
That,
Minnesota. I don't believe New York is going to hold up against Indiana.
that'd be one interesting NBA finals. I can promise you that. That'd be definitely one
Mm.
of the most interesting NBA finals we've seen in a long time with different teams like that. And they pretty much small market teams,
Yeah,
Indiana and Minnesota. So that'd be
Yeah.
a good one. I think gonna be it all depends. I think the Indiana and New York Knicks series is definitely gonna be a rivalry renewed type thing in the playoffs. You get that old Reggie Miller and Patrick Ewing type play during the playoffs. Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, Mark Jackson, Jalen Rose, all those guys, man. So
Rick
it's definitely
Smith,
going. Oh, Rick
Rick,
Smith,
Rick
yeah,
Smith.
man,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
And
It's going Davis boys. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting series, man. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like New York got out of that Boston series because I easily believe if Boston doesn't give up those first two games that they clearly had won, we wouldn't be talking about the Knicks. And then
mm,
also you had Jason Tatum injury. It was
Yeah,
almost clear cut that who was gonna make it. But Halliburton, them boys been playing different lately, man. So definitely can't wait to see how that's gonna turn out. So we're gonna see.
but be sharp. But you raise another interesting point about the markets of the team.
Mm-hmm.
New York is as far as I'm concerned, New York is really the only supermarket that's in these in these playoffs still. Everyone else is still small market.
That's right.
Minnesota small market, Indiana small market, OKC is small market.
Yep.
I mean, and so for people hollering that may want to holler, it's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged. If it was going to be rigged, it would be rigged toward the larger markets like your Boston's and your New York and your LA's. But this time, and Golden State is small and they're medium, you know, but
Mhm.
they're but you got some real small market teams, and those guys are balling out. So salute to the NBA, man, for letting, I ain't gonna say letting the small market win because they didn't, but those small market teams are really ripping right now, and I applaud.
Oh yeah, man. So that's the
Yeah,
best thing that's
I,
going on right now.
I was
Go
about to
ahead,
say
Trey.
I was about to say I read that for the first time in 7 years, for the first time in NBA history, it'll it'll be a different champion for 7 years straight. We'll had a different champion for 7 years straight. So I don't know. It's kind of tough to rig that, right? Like if
Yeah.
you thinking that the NBA is rigged, and that's come up in recent history. Uh, yeah, it's tough to rig 7 different champions. There's no benefit to having 7 different champions. It's actually kind of a bad thing for the
I was just about to say
NBA.
that.
So I don't think they would rig it in that way.
Yeah. It's just I was just about to say, do super teams even matter anymore? And that's what it seemed like. But I don't even think we have like really super teams. For real, for real. I don't know.
I don't know if it ever really mattered as much as people made it to matter.
Oh, it mattered because we can tell the difference when KD went to Golden State.
But that's
Mhm.
the only one though, for real, for real. Other than
No,
that,
Miami and with D Wade and Bosh and them, they made 4 straight.
yeah, but they got smacked in the first
We know what the reason with that
one.
is, but we ain't gonna go there because that would have been an easy win for them too.
It
if
should have been.
if somebody would have showed up. But shout out to the brother because we don't want no problem. We don't want no problems at all.
I
But
will say this though, on the East, man, it's good seeing that rivalry.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you find out that those fans still hate each other from back in the 80s. They still don't like each other, and that's well, I say this, it's good for the NBA when you have
exactly,
rivalries, a fan base, when you have teams, you have players that have a true disdain for each other just simply because they play for another team. Um,
mhm.
when you get that going, it's good entertainment. It's good for the NBA. It's good for ratings. I wish more sports entities would understand that.
Yeah, and actually, the game, man, like the game actually matters, and
Yeah.
like the play, like nobody cares about the drama. And
Mm-mm.
yes, I'm taking shots. Like the drama doesn't overshadow the game. And
Yeah.
I think a certain sport need to take lessons in that. And I'm taking shots at that sport right now because they want the spotlight and they're not doing really good with the spotlight because the drama is overshadowing the sport right now. And nobody, I don't care how political or how religious anybody is. Nobody wants to just turn on a sport and just deal with drama. I want to watch a sport.
that's right,
Right.
If I wanted to watch all this, I'd turn on Lifetime. Uh, what's the mother? I know you ladies know. Turn on them. Any type of movie that has drama in it.
But
the
they
Like
can't
movie
hoop. They can't hoop though.
exactly. What Janet said, no more drama. I mean, at
no more
some
drama.
point now, well, I better not say nothing because
No, we ain't even going far. We ain't
I,
even.
I don't.
I better not say nothing because
No,
I
no.
have my own, I
That's
have
what
my
I say,
own
man. We
whatever.
just
So
I,
I
I,
got you,
I,
B Sharp.
I say this one thing about it, about anything. In 2025, can we just not throw the word hate around so much?
that's
Like,
one thing I would
just can we just dial that back? Like everything is not hate. Sometimes you ain't even important enough to be hated on.
yeah.
Just let's just dial that back just a tad. That's
You making too much sense, man. Don't do that. You're making too much
all.
sense. Yeah, because I believe the word hate be thrown around just because you disagree with somebody. Oh man, the first thing they like to say, "Oh man, you hating on me. You hating on me." I'm like, bro, nobody's hating on you,
We
especially if it's
we
the
don't
truth.
even know you.
If it's the truth, man, like nobody cares about what you talking about. So, but hey, man, what do I know? But you already see he's up in here, my main man, Coach Carl in the building. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Be sharp, man. Just got in for football practice, man. So I decided I'd jump in for a minute before my class start.
Oh yeah, man. Well, why
Okay.
we got you in here, man? I about to say who you had winning the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference.
That's a good one, Be sharp. Eastern Conference, man. Man. Oof. Indiana playing really good, but the New York Knicks, man, the way the Knicks played the Celtics, man, I think that the Knicks got a little urge on them that they want to do something they hadn't done in a long time. Their fan base gonna be stupid. The referee gonna get the Knicks most of the calls in the Garden. But Indiana with their offense, man, if the Knicks not making shot, Indiana can score 140 easy. So the Knicks gonna have to play really good defense and make a lot of shots because if they don't make their shot, Indiana gonna run them out of the gym. And even if they get big on Indiana, you can't cut Indiana out because they make so many shots. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be a
Very
really
true.
good series. I think it'll go 7. It may not, but it got a possibility to go 7. But the way Knicks playing defense right now, I get the edge to New York because they have 4 games at home compared to 3 Indiana. So I get that edge to New York. That Western Conference is toss up. It depends on how good Julie Randles plays. So if Randles play well, Minnesota got a shot.
Yeah.
If Randall don't play that well, it's all OKC. Nobody's stopping Shea Gilgeous Alexander. And now everybody knows he's unstoppable right now. Chick is a little bit too small, too weak for Randall, but he can play defense with the wingspan and the length. But outside of Shea and Chet, man, I just don't see nobody really doing it. It's like Shea beat Utah by himself, with Denver by himself in that game 7. Like he basically won that game 7 by himself. Everybody else struggled mildly, but they still had a good overall team game. So if you stop Shea, you slow down Shea, keep checking under control, Minnesota has a chance with the defense that they play. So Minnesota probably got the best defensive team in the playoff left right now. But
Yeah.
Indiana got the best offense. Minnesota got the best defense. But New York and OKC, they got the most heart and the most talent. And sometimes talent outweighs everything else.
He's a fact. I'm about to say, shout out to DC at Auburn Addicts TV. If you're an Auburn fan, definitely go over there and subscribe to the channel. But it's not that many Auburn fans. But even if
Us.
you're very, very
It's
entertaining,
plenty of us, bro.
very, very entertaining, brother, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. But we ain't at 880, but I know what you was trying to say, 800. But if we make it to 880 tonight, then we on the road to 900 that quick. I appreciate it, man. Hey, man, help us get to 880, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come on over here, man. Support the podcast. Definitely. Well, see, I'm already messing up. The YouTube channel. But appreciate you coming through, Hug. I know you be working, man. But shout out to everybody out there supporting, man.
Hey,
Oh,
I got a
go
question for y'all right quick.
ahead.
I just looked it up. Who do y'all think is the Vegas favorite out of these 4 teams? Unless you know already. I can hear you.
That's a good question.
Vegas favorite probably gonna be OKC because
That's
OKC been number 1 team in the league, so it's probably gonna be OKC. So
that's correct.
Vegas probably gonna favor OKC,
Heavily
but
favorite OKC
they
too.
gonna. But the biggest issue is Vegas gonna favor OKC, so you can put all your money on OKC, and then Vegas will break your heart.
you got the best odds right now. You can make the most money off Indiana. They plus 750. So that's actually not a bad bet. The way they've been playing, even if you lose, it still wouldn't be a bad bet. But
No, that's
all
definitely
bets.
yeah, that's definitely not. That's definitely not a bad bet right there. Like I said, man, we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting. But let's talk a little college football, man. College football, top 25 players since 2000. I'm gonna start with you first, Coach Carl, because I know you got class. I know you just dipping in for a hot second. But I'm gonna show everybody this list in chat. I need your help too. This is the list right here that the Athletic put up. Bruce Feldman. And I ain't gonna lie. I would have, when I came up on here, I would have said this list is okay. But one of the names, and shout out to Ty Hayes, our brother. Ty said a name, and I looked right back at the list, and I was like, how in the hell is he not on the list? And you know what name that is?
Julio Jones.
Not even Julio.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick
Gotta be
Henry.
He's got a high.
How is it possible?
Julio Jones. Like
Derrick Henry is past probably like 15 of these guys easily. Easily.
Wow.
I don't know how you can have any list. Quentin Nelson, come on, bro. Really? Quentin Nelson? I think Tyrann Mathieu is too low.
Yeah, Tyrann Mathieu should have been higher.
How you gonna have Christian McCaffrey over Derrick Henry and he won?
I was about to say that, Coach. I was about to say that right there.
Like, come on, man.
Who would you take completely off the list?
Quentin Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson. Andrew Luck, maybe.
I can take plenty of guys off this list. I'm just being honest.
As far as college career,
I'm talking about college career compared to Derrick Henry. Man,
no. I agree. Derrick Henry need to be on there for sure.
Aaron Donald.
You take Aaron Donald's college career off of there?
Yes, sir. He didn't do good. He didn't do much in college. He did better in the pros.
Okay.
Julian Peppers,
I didn't even hear that much about him in college.
Julian Peppers didn't do much in college. He did all his work in the pros.
Well,
Quentin Nelson. Oh my Lord.
And Quentin Nelson
was a one.
Roy Williams, not that.
But I guess they had to put at least one offensive lineman on here.
You didn't have to put no lineman on there.
Because he's the only one.
You can put a tackle on here.
You're going to put Quentin Nelson and not Lane Johnson.
You don't even have a linebacker.
No Lane Johnson. Come on, man. Like
Quentin. And then when you start looking at it, you got I think LSU got two players. Who else got multiple players?
That's
what you start breaking it down like that. It's like maybe this list is off base.
No, this list is god awful.
It started off fire. Like
even. I wouldn't put Cam Newton number one.
I wouldn't even put Cam number one.
Cam couldn't be number one. Now, when it comes down to it, you can swap Cam Newton and Reggie Bush because Reggie Bush started all this dominant college football player stuff.
So I put Cam Newton probably in the top 3, wherever you want to put him. It's cool.
You can't have like Quentin Nelson. Brock Bowers didn't do much over Derrick Henry. Aaron Donald over Derrick Henry. Julius Peppers over Derrick Henry. Roy Williams over Derrick Henry. Christian McCaffrey.
Why is Roy Williams even on the list?
I'm just saying.
Why is Roy Williams on? You know how many safeties I can name that is better than Roy Williams in college?
Christian McCaffrey over Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry is that's absurd.
How many running backs are on the list? Just Christian McCaffrey?
McCaffrey, Reggie Bush.
Okay, Reggie Bush, I don't have no problem with.
No, I think nobody has a problem with Reggie Bush.
I don't have a problem with Christian McCaffrey being on the list actually, but higher than Derrick.
No, I don't have
but before Derrick Henry,
Well, him and Derrick Henry should be right next to each other wherever they fall at on this list because
Ain't no way
that
Derrick
year-
Henry should be that far down off the list.
Yeah.
Period, man. Derrick
that Heisman year they were neck and neck in terms of production. So like they should be really close to each other on this list. I think you should have Christian McCaffrey higher on this list, honestly. And I think
Christian
Derrick
McCaffrey
Henry
was
should be
a
right
freaking-
next to him.
He was okay in college, but where he played at on the Pac-10 at that time, where it wasn't that good. With nobody in the Pac back then, but USC and UCLA.
There's nobody that we named and nobody on this list that has more all-purpose yards in college than Christian McCaffrey. He should definitely be higher on this list.
No,
I mean, I can understand him being on.
I can name guys better that had better college career.
How do you have a better college career with the leading in all-purpose yards? It ain't that too many people that you can put over that.
It's guys that led the country in catches and receiving. Don't mean they're like that. Calvin Johnson not even on this list. Calvin Johnson had a better career than Christian McCaffrey.
Calvin Johnson, like I said, Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones ain't on this list. That makes no sense.
Julio Jones' college career, he didn't.
Justin Blackman had a better college career than him.
Playing.
Jamar
Chase. Crabtree had a better college career than him.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase had a better college career. Come on, bro. There's plenty of guys I can name. I'm not saying he's off the list, but I'm just saying that.
Then who?
Huh?
Then who?
Then Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Everybody I just named had a better career than Christian McCaffrey. Justin Black.
You said Jamar Chase. Well, I guess you're talking about like accomplishments in terms of winning national championships and stuff like that.
Jamar Chase had 20 touchdowns, bro.
Different.
He had more all-purpose yards. He has more yardage than all of these cats that y'all named.
Christian
so, like,
McCaffrey
I'm not saying that
he's wide receiver,
punt return, running back.
Well, he did everything. He did everything. Kickoff return. He did everything.
But I'm gonna use your
at a high level.
Where he played it?
He played at Stanford
with no choice. With no choice.
He had to be everything.
Well, you got, but look at who else is on this list, man.
No. But what?
If you're gonna hold that against Christian McCaffrey, then it's about 10 other players that you got to take off this list.
That's what I'm saying. Terrell Suggs shouldn't be on that list. Andrew,
nobody's gonna argue those players. Only one that we literally can say is straight is Reggie Bush.
Yeah, literally.
I seen Reggie Bush run up and down Oklahoma. I literally.
What do you mean? You talking about in terms of the conference they played in?
No, I'm just saying.
What you mean?
Saying Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey did not have a better college career than Justin Blackman. He did not have a better college career than Michael Crabtree. He did not have a better college career than Calvin Johnson. He did not have a better college career than Jamar Chase.
No.
I can argue that those people should be on this list. I can argue that those people should be on it. I could argue that those people should be on this list for sure.
Bro, Patrick Peterson had a better career.
Patrick Peterson should be on this list for sure.
Yeah, Patrick Peterson should be on the list.
The fact that there's only one cornerback in this Travis is a tragedy to this list. Like this list is off base.
Like
this is a biased list.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now, once we start bringing up players and you start thinking about this is why I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to look nobody up. Only person that I seen, I was like, let me just figure out who's not on this list. And the most egregious one is Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Yeah.
You got 9 quarterbacks on this list.
Derrick Henry, bro, literally everybody on the first line, the first
where would you put him?
25 to 14, he's above all of them.
Where would you put him?
Easily.
Derrick Henry, easily.
Yeah, right. On this list, where would you put him?
If you put anybody, Derrick Henry can't go behind after Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh has no reason being that high. I mean, he was a dominant D tackle for one season.
Right.
He can't be that high, period. You mean tell me Ndamukong Suh better than
would you put him
Jackson?
above? I would put Joe Burrow above Ndamukong Suh. I don't think Ndamukong Suh is
Joe Burrow above Cam Newton.
Yeah, facts.
Well, in terms of entire career, because but
even if it was one season, Cam just really had one season.
One good.
Okay, Cam Newton had one good season, but Joe Burrow did have the benefit of a lot of people that y'all named that's not on this list.
That's cool too, but hey, guess what?
But
guess what? There's a lot of guys that had that and never could do what he did.
True.
Literally nobody.
So is George? So if I ask you who are the best, name the top 5 college football players you've ever seen. Joe Burrow is probably 4 or 5 on that list.
Ever seen?
9 times out of 10 that you've ever seen.
You talking about ever? Yeah, Joe Burrow would be in the top 5.
Adding the running, but we just talking about
Barry Sanders.
This is basically the same thing since
Barry Sanders. Shit, who?
I think Randy Moss is some of the best I ever seen.
Yeah, Randy Moss, but you still gonna have Joe Burrow up in the top 10.
You would put Joe Burrow above Reggie Bush?
Shit, yeah. Reggie Bush did everything that Christian McCaffrey tried to do. Like Bush was
Will
everything.
Anderson. That's a great point too.
That's what I'm saying.
Should be on this list.
This is why when you said Christian McCaffrey need to be higher, it's almost.
I mean, I just believe that Christian McCaffrey need to be higher just based on the fact that he has more all-purpose yards than everybody.
They put Travis Hunter on the list and then put Charles Woodson. Like,
but it's 2000. We got to think about it's 2000.
But you got if you gonna argue that Christian McCaffrey did all his in the weak conference, you got to take Travis off this list by virtue of that argument alone.
No,
but I'm using your argument. That's what I'm saying.
No. I'm just saying. That's why I said, like, if you say that about Christian McCaffrey, it's about 10 players on this list you got to take off.
But I'm just saying the way you just said, we should just throw him up there. Matter of fact, I just seen Chase Young. I just seen Chase Young up there. I love Chase.
Yeah, Chase Young had one season.
I'm putting Will Anderson above Chase Young.
8 sacks in one season.
You know what? We should do
what
this.
else? Bryce Young.
We should do this. We should reconvene next week with our own list. This list is trash. Now I agree with that.
And this is why this is where the argument was going to happen, because it's not even an argument. I wanted us to talk about it because I knew we was going to be like, okay, we got to talk about this next week. We got to have at least a list of top 25 people of
since 2000.
I'm not putting Bijan.
You got Terrell Suggs, but no Hayden Hutchinson.
I wouldn't even put Hayden Hutchinson up there.
But before Terrell Suggs.
No. Terrell Suggs had 24 sacks in the season. I mean, 27 sacks in the season.
At Arizona State.
27. You show me somebody that can get 27 sacks in the season.
See, this is where they get tricky. This is where it get tricky when you bring up that conference and you bring up them numbers. It's like how do you weigh them? The numbers versus the.
I give you Ohio State. They got Oregon. Who you giving me after in the Big Ten? Penn State.
Oregon went in the Big Ten.
But Oregon wasn't always in the. Oregon
was in the pack at that point, and Oregon wasn't that good.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where Arizona State was at.
Arizona State was in the Big 12.
I think the Big 10 is one of the most overrated conferences. We hype it up too much.
I don't know, man. This list. I'm trying to figure out what the judge
was in the pack.
With Oregon and with Arizona and USC and everybody.
USC was dominating college football for a while in the 2000s.
They were.
So you can't take that from Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush came into Auburn and put up 300.
Reggie Bush is the best player that I've seen with my own 2 eyes.
Probably
the best, the best, like that I've actually been living to watch the games and to watch play. Reggie Bush is the first person that I remember watching, thinking like this dude can literally, outside of Peter Ward, but this dude can literally score anytime he touches the ball.
Peter Ward couldn't do what Reggie Bush do.
No. He wasn't the athlete that Reggie Bush was. He wasn't as fast, but he just was really shifty. And he was just really good at when he had the ball in his hand. But
Reggie be running 300 miles per hour and stop on the dime. And cut back. And
Reggie Bush High School highlight tape was the first highlight tape I know that went like viral. Yeah. It was like underground. You seen that Reggie Bush highlight tape, that high school highlight tape? Like it was that good.
That's what I'm saying. I would argue Reggie Bush be number 1 on this list. Period.
Yeah. I still think that Cam deserves to be top 3.
Top 5. I say top 5. because Cam had one season mostly running, not that well passing, but he had a stellar defense, and if the defense wasn't as stellar as well, Cam wouldn't have been ranked that high.
That's true. That's true.
So I put him top 5, but he couldn't be before Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was so dominant, man, that you couldn't stop Lamar Jackson just like you couldn't stop Reggie Bush. So
that's what I'm saying. Like Lamar Jackson, come on, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to make this list. Now, I believe all Heisman Trophy winners ain't created equal. I know a few guys that will put ahead of Marcus Mariota easily. But
they already ahead of him.
He should if Marcus Mariota on this list, he should be.
I put Jaden Daniels.
He should be down at the bottom.
Marcus Mariota.
He should be at 25. If he on this list, he should be at 25.
He should be at the bottom.
All Heisman Trophy winners are not created equal. I'm not putting Marcus Mariota over Jaden Daniels.
No, I'm not putting Marcus Mariota over Sean Taylor.
Oh no, I'm
where does Brock Bowers fall on this list for y'all?
24.
You think he's accurate?
He's about in the right spot. He shouldn't be on the list, but if he's gonna be there, he's gonna be at the bottom.
If they saying Brock Bowers is a better college athlete than Derrick Henry, they cap.
No. Here's what I want to ask you then. Is there a tight end that was better? He's the only tight end on the list. Since 2000, has there been a better tight end in college football than Brock Bowers? Because that's what they're saying about this list.
Best since 2000.
I'm just trying to think of some.
I give him the best.
When was Kittle?
But
I don't know. He had a good college. I don't know if Kittle had a good college.
He just had a good college career. Maybe he had 2 good.
Brock Bowers is probably the most known tight end out of the last 25 years.
He about the most known,
So that's probably why he made the list then.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even put him on the list. That's what I'm saying. It's so many. Do you not know how many guys?
I think you take Quinn Nelson off this list. Hey.
What? Nobody's arguing that. Everybody
right off the rip. So take Quinn Nelson off and let's put Derrick Henry on the list. Slide everybody down after.
Lamar on the list. I'm tripping. My bad.
Yeah, Lamar is number 5 on the list, but he ain't.
I thought
no way Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
there's no way Lamar Jackson is behind Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah,
and Ndamukong Suh is way too high on this list.
Yeah,
he had one of the most.
He had most dominant season. Yeah,
one of the best games I ever seen a defensive player have.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna put you up there just off that. Now he's scared to go against.
But higher than Vince Young.
Yeah,
Vince Young was way more important.
I'm still trying to figure out Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald had a hell of a career in the pros. I just don't remember much Larry Fitzgerald did in college.
Man, Larry Fitzgerald was almost a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yep.
Even if you don't like him or not, Tim Tebow should be above Ndamukong Suh.
Yep,
Tebow was probably
in terms of college career.
At one point, Tebow was the most dominant player in the country.
Yeah,
for 2.5 years until Bama made him cry. Like you couldn't stop Tim Tebow.
You couldn't stop Tebow. Yeah,
and easily whoever won. I said it that day. Probably like weeks before the SEC championship game. Whoever won that SEC championship game between Alabama and Florida was going to win the national championship because that Florida team was just as dominant. You got Percy Harvin, you got Tim Tebow, you got Jeff Demps, you got Chris Rainey, Brandon Spikes, Janoris Jenkins,
Aaron Hernandez,
Joe Hayden, Aaron Hernandez.
That's true.
The list goes on, man. Like those boys were dominant.
With Black, what the dude first name was Black.
Ahmad Black.
Do y'all agree with Devontae Smith being 13?
Smith is just the truth, man. Like,
third best receiver since 2000, I guess. I guess they got. I'm saying Travis Hunter because they got him at cornerback. First receiver is one. Larry Fitzgerald second.
The way he played on both sides, bro, you got to give it to him. There's no way. You got to give it to him. I don't care if you.
Yeah, then we're forgetting about Johnny Manziel. If we're going on one hit wonder, Manziel,
that's true.
And he wasn't even no one hit wonder. So
Janet right about that. Manziel was dominant.
Manziel should definitely be on this list.
I'm taking.
Manziel come on, and Marco Mariota, Baker Mayfield comes on.
I don't think Marcus Mariota makes my list. I don't think Marcus.
I don't know. I have to sit down and really think about it, man, because there's a ton of players that should be on this list.
Twins, like, come on, bro. That Florida team was dominant. It was going. Anybody who played Texas that day was going to beat Texas, and I believe Florida had the different. We held Florida that day, thank God, but they had a better offense than us that year. Easily.
We just had a better defense.
We had a better defense. And that's not saying their defense was trash. Because of all those names I just named, man, please. No.
And then, like Larry Lord said, they got Quinn Nelson on there, but not then one of the Ponce twin.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
And they dominated in the best conference against the dogs of all dogs. In them trenches, week to week. So yeah, man, this is one of the most biased lists I've seen. I just seen it and say I was like, okay, this is a good topic.
It's more quarterback friendly.
I wanted to look up Roy Williams just to see what his college stats was.
You can look
it up. They was decent.
He was 7th in Heisman voting, so
they were decent.
It was something there. Well, yeah, it got to mean something. That means he had a decent year at DB to be on the Heisman list.
You tell me his Heisman stats, and I give you one just off the top of my head without looking it up, and I guarantee you he was better.
I don't know what his stats were. He's playing the safety.
Roy Williams does not have a better. And matter of fact, he's at 22. Roy Williams does not have a better junior year. No, out of all his career.
He doesn't have a better year at safety than Minkah Fitzpatrick in terms of stats.
That was one of the names. And Sean Taylor, he definitely don't have a better year than Sean. I don't care what year you pick, Roy. That's why I wish Jason was on this, and I wish Jason would go there. I wish he would go there. Say some Roy Williams. Anything.
So he was a Nagurski winner. Roy Williams was. So that's most outstanding defensive player. He won. Since 2000, the winners have been Terrell Suggs, who's on the list.
I told you. You can't beat 27 sacks, man.
Let's see who else is on this list. Elvis Dumerville is on there. He's not on the list at Louisville.
That's why I said, just because a guy wins an award, somebody got to win the award that year, bro.
Oh, Luke Kuechly.
Don't mean that you got to be on the list.
Luke Kuechly had 102 solo tackles, 89 assisted tackles, 3 interceptions in college.
Luke Kuechly had a better college career than Quentin Nelson.
Manti Te'o. Hell of a college career.
He's not going to get on that list because of his performance in that championship game.
Right.
That already
so Aaron Donald's
I still want to put him on the list. That's why I said, okay, let's just do this.
Jonathan Allen is not on this list. He's in the Nagurski winner.
And he won't be on the list. And that shows
he didn't put up a ton of numbers though, but he was an interior player, so you don't really expect that.
What let's just put it like this.
Will Anderson is a 2-time Nagurski winner, back to back.
I know. And he's not on the list. Now let that sink in. Now let's just put the guarantees up here. The guarantees is pretty much just gonna be Cam, Reggie, Sue, Burrow, Lamar, Ed, Vince, Tim. I think the first 8 easily, even Travis. Terrell, I don't know if most people would pick Terrell Suggs off the top of their head.
Nope.
I know Andrew Luck won't be on it. Yeah, not off the top of people's head. Sean would be on this list. That's a lock.
Baker Mayfield probably won't be on the list on top of people's head.
I believe they'll put Baker up there. Baker
had one strong year, kind of like Cam. He was decent.
But Baker had multiple years.
He was decent. He was decent the first 2 years, but that third year, third or fourth year, what year was he with Oklahoma? The Oklahoma year was dominant. Like he destroyed the world.
Yeah, I think those are the only No, you got to put Jaden Daniels on the list.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels deserves to be on there.
Smitty gonna be on the list.
Sean Taylor's amazing.
So
Christian McCaffrey, he stayed on the
pretty
list.
much the first 9, and then you're gonna make it down. I say Larry will be on that list. Smitty.
Larry Fitzgerald.
You can take Baker. I won't take Chase Young.
Just out of curiosity.
Heisman as a freshman.
No, I just out of curiosity because I don't know.
No, you about to be amazed. A touchdown in like 20 straight games. Dominant. First ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, 1,600 yards as a freshman. 92 receptions, 1,600 yards, 22
Do I need to say more?
No, that's as a sophomore. I'm sorry. As a freshman, he had 69 catches for 1,000 yards, 12 tutties.
Do I need to say more? That probably was his sophomore year.
Yeah, he only played 2 years. So
yeah, I'm talking about for that Heisman race. So yeah,
Heisman was his sophomore year. Yeah. He finished second in the Heisman. Yeah.
Tua shouldn't be on the list. I mean, he probably one of the most talented guys in the 2000s, but he ain't got no.
I'm not putting Tua on here. I would put Bryce over Tua
all day.
You give Bryce. I promise you this. You give Bryce. You switch Bryce with Tua, and let him have Judy and all them. It's unfair. With the line too. With the offensive line, it is unfair.
Wow, Elvis Dumerville had 20 sacks in college. Didn't know that in a season.
That was it, man. Guys have their years, but you just know by the eye test. It's been guys that had better rushing seasons than Reggie Bush, but I guarantee you see Reggie Bush on a Saturday night. Jesus Christ. My God. I don't think I ever seen better football, man.
All eyes on Reggie Bush.
I swear, man. That was a time, bro. And I was just in middle school, going into high school. I remember just watching the Texas. That was freshman year. Watching national championship against Vince Young, bro. I thought they was gonna win it too, but Vince Young took it away from him.
It's not enough running backs on this list.
And Reggie Bush, be honest with you, Reggie Bush is the only reason why people stayed up late nights and to watch USC.
You're
That's
right.
what I'm saying. Must-see TV. Like, my God. Like,
people were not going to go to bed at night and miss the highlight, and then you got to watch it on Sports Center. No, they wanted to see that in person.
Man, literally seeing the behind the back with Fresno, I have never seen a running back do that ever.
Oh, yeah.
Still seen nobody do that since. That is crazy.
And I think the USC Texas game before the late 2000s were probably the most watched college football game ever.
It's one of the most entertaining games.
Texas and USC. Oh my God.
I would not put Larry. I seen you put Bijan up here twice. I am not putting Bijan above so many guys.
Yeah, too many.
He's not even past Cedric Benson.
Oh shit, Cedric Benson.
Wow.
Cedric Benson was a dog in Texas, man.
He was.
I can name so many guys that I would pick over Bijan. Bijan was nice, but he just not.
I mean,
Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon should be on this list.
Melvin Gordon, just think about that.
Melvin Gordon should be on this list.
I agree with you, Nick, but it's not the 2000s. That's just the only thing.
Zeke Elliott is not on this list
since 2000. Look, that's what I'm saying.
Zeke Elliott should be on this list. It's not enough running backs on this list, bro.
I wouldn't put Zeke up there. I don't think
you
wouldn't. Out of the top 25 guys, you got to think about positions. We already said Bryce is automatically up here. We said Derrick Henry. It's only so many positions that can go. We literally just saying,
but you got a lot of people that you still missing. They're talking about Bijan. We were talking about the comparison with Bijan. Bijan don't go on the list before those backs.
I'm trying to look. The first 9, then you leave Larry. That's 10. Devontae. That's
11.
That's 11. and then you get Calvin Johnson, that's 12. So we all agreeing that Calvin Johnson should be up here, right?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Okay. Now that's 13 slots, right? No. Am I counting that right?
That's
11.
12
No,
slots.
it should be 12. 12 slots. Now we have 13 slots left. Is nowhere in the hell I'm putting Ezekiel Elliott over, because Sean is up here. Jaden's already up here. So now that's 14 slots. Now who else you gonna put him? Take
You gotta put the Hunter Badge up there. I mean, the Hunter Badge dominate.
Tyrann Mathieu got to be up there. Now that's 15.
So let's do this right off the rip. The names we name: Roy Williams. No, not Roy Williams. You said Jaden Daniels, the Honey Badger, and who else?
No, Roy Williams.
Sean Taylor.
No, I know. I said no Roy Williams.
My fault.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, Honey Badger, and who else?
Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor. And
I'd
say Christian McCaffrey. Y'all don't like him. It's cool.
No.
It's okay. Christian McCaffrey.
I'm gonna say right now, I would take Christian over Ezekiel.
Other than that,
I wouldn't take McCaffrey over Derrick Henry.
Other than that, this whole second side of the list can go. Other than them 4 players, you can get them up out of here. To be honest,
yeah, Tyrann.
If I'm really being honest,
yeah,
I can live. Maybe you got to put Baker up there. I'm sorry, Baker got to be up there somewhere.
How does Baker Mayfield go up there and no Johnny Manziel?
Baker had a better career.
Yeah, overall 5 years.
And I believe Baker was a better player. Johnny was more exciting, but Baker was the better player. So I gotta leave Baker up there.
So I'm gonna read you some stats: 592 attempts, 3,961 yards, 6.7 yards a carry, 43 touchdowns, and 449 yards receiving, 7.7 yards a catch, 44 touchdowns total. 8th in the Heisman. That's Ezekiel Elliott.
I'm still not. I can't put him up there. I can name better running backs. Zeke was that dude, but we talking about top 25 players.
But Zeke come in in 2015.
Since that moment, we name a lot of these guys that we really are naming are recent, are close to recent than anything.
Yeah.
It's so many guys, bro. It's so many guys. Like Derrick Henry's not on this list. And it's guys that we easily just said, oh, he's on the list easy. So now the list is just trembling. It just keep going more and more. It's getting slimmer and slimmer. Now,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Oh, no, you good.
Derrick Henry was the most dominant running back in college football.
I'm about to get back that count real quick. That's 11 with Smitty and Larry Fitzgerald, because I said the first 9. So keep count with me. That's 11. Baker, that's 12. Christian, that's 13. Jaden, that's 14. And Sean, that's 15. We have 10 more players. Then you got to
put the Hunter Badger.
Oh, and 16. Tyrann at 16. This ain't in no order right now. Now we have literally 9 slots left. Derek is in there easily. Bryce Young is in there easily. So now it's we got 17 and 18. The list is getting short. Now, who else can we possibly put in there?
Jameis Winston.
No.
Jameis was dominant.
Got a national championship.
Jameis was dominant.
I give you some more stats and y'all tell me what you think.
Don't give me stats, just give me players.
No, watch this. 741 carries, 3,800 yards, over 3,800 yards, 5.2 yards a carry, 45 tutties.
It sound like Melvin Gordon.
45 receptions for 342 yards, 7.6 yards per reception, 46 total tutties. Do that make the list?
But I gotta hear the name.
It sounds like Melvin Gordon.
You can do that in the ACC. You can do that in the Big Sky. Like, who is the player?
Cadillac Williams.
I'm not putting Cadillac in the top 25.
Nah.
Before you heard what it was, you compared it to Melvin Gordon. You
Running Brown was
Melvin Gordon in this list.
Running Brown was better.
And you also said that if this is in the Big Sky, it don't count. This is in the SEC.
Yeah, that's in the SEC.
Ronnie Brown was better though.
Ronnie Brown was right there too. So where can I put Ronnie Brown?
That's true. But you can do that about USC and Landale White.
That's just running backs. We got.
Yeah, I know. They really should do this. They really should do this by position.
You
really what they should do.
You thinking about Cadillac Ronnie Brown, but forgetting about Trey Mason.
Trey Mason is a hell of a running back.
But I wouldn't put him.
I wouldn't put him on this list.
You going on stats? You going on stats? It Trey Mason, y'all best running back. If you going off stats,
Larry, I'm not putting Mike Evans up. I can name. I'm not putting him over Justin Blackman. I'm not putting him over.
Justin Blackman should be on this list.
Michael Crabtree.
That's what I'm saying. It gets tighter. If we gonna do a list, you can. It's so hard to do a list like this. Now, if we gonna do a list, I say let's do it like this. Instead of doing the top 25, since we already going down a lot of names, until we get all the way to the end, let's do top 10 quarterbacks, running backs, so on and so forth, 2000 until we run out. We're gonna do that in the coming weeks.
That'll make more sense because it's too
because
much
this
talent.
is going to be
Too much
hard.
talent.
We're going to leave
It's
a lot of
25, yeah. Because what happens
too much
is
talent.
by virtue of position, people get knocked off this list. Like you
25
gotta have all
is-
these quarterbacks on here.
So let's do 10. Let's do a top 10. Everybody get a top 10. So what are we going to do first? Ms. Janet said we need to be by position. So we got to be by position. So which one we're going to start with?
Lee, man, Landale White ran for 3,500 yards with 50,
That's what I'm
57 touchdowns.
So we're going to do running backs, wide receivers. Let's do quarterbacks. Let's get the quarterbacks out of the way. Because quarterbacks is pretty easy, to be honest. And it's pretty obvious with the quarterbacks. So let's get quarterbacks out of the way and wide receivers. I think they're going to be the easiest ones. So let's
Matt Leinart make this list?
No.
Matt Leinart had Reggie Bush and all the weapons, so
even if he had a weapon, I still wouldn't put him up.
Just throwing the name out there.
You can't do it. No. Hell no. And I ain't trying to say like Matt Leinart was no slouch, because whoever gonna play them in that 2004 national championship was gonna get their ass whooped too.
Murder.
Auburn Tigers.
After they came to Auburn and murder Auburn ass in Auburn, I knew you weren't gonna beat USC.
And I give that 2004 Auburn team a lot of credit. I just don't think they have the firepower to keep up with those boys that year. They had an awesome defense.
We was gonna try to play defense and run the ball. They had a great defense too.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Quentin Groves. Rest in peace, Quentin Groves. Junior Rose Green. Yeah, one of my favorite cornerbacks ever to play in college is Carlos Rogers. Y'all boys had a squad. And I'm telling you, that USC team that year was just on one. You see how they beat Oklahoma. But I believe y'all should have played them.
We should have played them, though.
Now, I'm not going to argue.
They should have got revenge because USC beat the brakes off them the year before, and they didn't want to see USC.
I just want to know what they seen in Oklahoma that year. I just don't.
It's a household.
It was just Oklahoma didn't get beat. Auburn got beat bad in Auburn by
but that was the year before, though.
The year before, yeah. So they didn't want to take a chance on Auburn getting murdered.
And it was also one of them situations where they came into the season ranked higher than we were.
Yeah, but Auburn was ahead of them, but Oklahoma jumped them. I remember that vividly.
Oh, I thought they was ahead of us the
entire year. I thought y'all was going. I really
Auburn was the number 2 team in the country.
And then Oklahoma just somehow jumped them.
Jumped them in the number by scoring so many points. Like they had that BCS was that all about scoring all those points. So that Oklahoma ran the score up.
Yeah, Tebow on the list from he number 8. But man.
Can't take Tebow.
Only reason I'm happy that Auburn, even if I really want to see Tommy Tuberville. I used to like Tommy, but obvious reasons. I talk about that off stage. Just can't stand Tommy Tuberville, and then I ain't know how such of a nasty person that he is. It's been many stories, many stories from many people dealing with
But
recruits.
let me tell you, Tommy is nasty, but Tommy is okay.
Say it again.
Tommy is nasty, but he's okay. Personally, he's okay. He'll go to war for you. I'll tell you that.
If you one of his players, maybe.
No, I mean just people in general. He'll go to war for you. You just gotta pick up the phone and call him. If you ask him, he'll go to war for you. You don't ask him, he don't give a damn about you. That's just Tommy Tuberville.
I don't care about no Tommy Tuberville. You ain't gonna make me care about no Tommy Tuberville. I don't care. You ain't gonna make me care about no Tommy Tuberville. You nasty.
I don't like him. I don't like him anyway because he coached at Auburn. So period.
I think Tommy Tuberville was at least respected. Was respected at one point by Alabama fans. At least respected. I think guys respected him.
I think we feared him because he was whooping our ass. I don't think it was all about respect. It was more like every time you play Auburn with Tuberville, everybody like, damn, take that damn L again.
But like I said, man, there wasn't nobody beating them boys that year. Not that year. I just
Auburn?
don't see it.
I would have loved
not Auburn. I'm talking about USC.
We could. I tell you what, we couldn't have beat them. We definitely couldn't have beat them in a high scoring game. But if we could have managed to run the ball and play defense and get that game around in the 20s, we had good a shot as anybody to win that game. We had a better chance of beating them than Oklahoma did, because Oklahoma didn't have no defense.
They had thunder and lightning.
This is why I wish Jason was up here to argue this point. He probably
they was built kind of the same. Like we had Cadillac, Ronnie Brown in the backfield. They had Reggie Bush. Of course, Reggie Bush is better than both of them.
Yes, they had thunder and lightning.
Lindell White could have started at a lot of teams.
Reggie Bush, if you sneeze, Reggie Bush was gone. And Auburn had nobody that fast.
Step, he is literally getting past.
They had nobody in college football that fast.
I've seen too much from Reggie Bush, man. Easily, I don't care who ran for more yards over Reggie Bush. I know Derrick Henry ran for more rushing yards and touchdowns. I am not putting Derrick Henry over Reggie Bush because of what I say.
If Reggie Bush ain't number one, he in the right spot at number two. He can't be lower than number two.
I don't think nobody close to my age group and up will say anything different for 2000. I think everybody would have Reggie Bush as the number one running back easily.
And I'm gonna say this: Patrick Peterson not being on this list ranks up there with Derrick Henry not being on this list.
That's what I'm saying.
To me,
Patrick Peterson, one of the guys that did it all. He was Travis Homer before Travis Homer.
It's a couple. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, this is why we getting all.
Maurice Claiborne got a fighting shot of making it at the end.
No, he don't. Just stop it. Morris Claiborne.
It's some D. Milner got a fighting shot.
No, he don't.
What he did in college of making the end of this list.
No, he doesn't.
D. Milner was a lockdown corner, but he don't have the stats.
He don't have on defense. You may not get the stats. That's the thing about it. Like you can't really look at a defensive player, especially in the secondary, and say, "Oh, he don't have the stats," because you can't.
You must be talking
There's
about.
No guarantee you're gonna get the numbers. That's a bad judge of a cornerback.
It was Milner's Island before Jarrell Reeves started talking about Reeves Island.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I remember the impact he had, not necessarily the play. He was a name.
Reeves was a better college football player than Milner. Pat Surtain was a better college player than D. Milner.
He probably should be on this list.
Milner just was so physically gifted, man, that didn't nobody throw the ball that direction.
What about where do you put Joe Hayden in terms of corners on that list?
Joe Hayden had a better one. He had a better than everybody I just named.
Joe Hayden had a better career, period. Because he got picked on and he stood to the test of time.
What about Darren McFadden?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You see the names that you're naming now. And now you making it seem like
No,
I
I'm
put
just
Darren McFadden over Christian McCaffrey. How about that?
Ooh,
hey, that was an error, bro. I can't
Ooh.
I can't take it from.
I'm about to say now. You say Christian McCaffrey over Darren McFadden, you crazy.
Mm.
But hold on, from said
What?
Marshall
he said-
Faulk, that's in the 80s, man.
well 90s, but yeah,
89, 90.
yeah. But still, I'm still taking Reggie Bush.
Facts.
Reggie Bush, like, bro, if y'all like, I'm telling you can say whatever you want to say. Only person I possibly would take over Reggie Bush in college is Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
That is literally probably the only person I would take. Outside of that, I'm not picking nobody because I know what I seen with my own eyes, and I know what other people seen with their eyes. That man was box office for real.
Does Mark Ingram have a shot at making this list?
No.
Mark Ingram is the Alabama first.
Now he'll make my list. He'll make my list for top 25. He'll make my top 10 for 2000. He will make that list.
Running backs, yeah.
Top 10 running backs. Okay. I'm just wondering, man. I'm trying to think of all the names I can of players that may be getting snubbed.
Trent had a better season than Mark.
Trent's a name I was about to mention. I don't know, man.
You see, man, it gets hard, man. It gets hard.
That list is fabricated, but I mean, it's a biased list. We have our bias. He has his bias, so you gotta let it be what it be. But it just players on that list that when
I need everybody
be on that list.
Percy Harvin.
I need everybody to make a list.
Percy Harvin was dominated for 2 years, but those migraines destroyed his junior year.
I need everybody to make a list. You take migraines away, Percy Harvin is first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No argument.
What
you
about
take away the migraines? He's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah. What about what Alshon Jeffrey did?
Alshon Jeffrey wouldn't even make the top.
Yeah, 10. He went in top.
He wouldn't make the top 20. He wouldn't make the top 30.
Or receivers?
No, he just was a high jumper, man.
Like, bro, stop it. I love Alshon, but stop it, bro.
Where would you put like Randall Cobb, somebody that played different positions?
Randall Cobb wouldn't make that list. Think about since 2000.
That's what I'm trying to think of players since 2000.
I put it like this:
pop in my head.
Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase is on that list. Smitty's on that list. Judy's on that list. Waddle's on that list.
AJ Green.
AJ Green's on that list.
AJ Green's on that list.
Calvin Johnson's on that list.
You talking about
Larry Fitzgerald on that list.
Laquan Treadwell.
Laquan Treadwell. No. I'm not putting Laquan.
Remember what Jordan Matthews did?
He had a dominant year.
Percy Harvin.
Yeah. Matthews had a decent year, but top 20.
Yeah, like almost 4,000 yards at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, but
no.
It's I don't know. It's weird. Wait a minute. Hold on. Patrick Willis ain't on this list.
You see? You see what I'm saying?
Patrick Willis was what, 2000? He had to be what, 2001?
2002?
He should be on this list.
You see where I'm going with this now. I'm going with this. Not one linebacker is on this list. Not one.
Y'all had a couple of them too. Y'all had CJ Mosley, Rolando McClain was after 2000.
Hightower.
Rolando McClain was first.
D'Amico Ryans was 2001, wasn't he? 2001, 2002, somewhere around there.
I wouldn't even put D'Amico up there. That's how good. Like, bro, this list is special. It has to be no question about it. When you name guys, you just can't just name random guys. I feel like you're naming a lot of random guys.
I'm just trying to think of guys that were good in from 2000.
Yeah. Now, if you're just talking about making a list of
and whether they should be on this list, because there's a lot of players on this list that shouldn't be up here. That's what I'm.
Man, this list is
Barry in the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. See,
This is a list, man. The argument, man. Like,
autographs?
you can't go wrong.
Brandon Spikes.
Yeah, man.
He was all right.
Brandon Price was pretty good.
Yeah, he was all right.
Man, he was more than all right. Come on now.
You put David Pollock on this list?
He can be on top. He had a career.
Don't nobody like him now, but he balled out when he was at Georgia.
Because he biased towards Georgia.
Yeah.
And tried to troll my coach in front of him. That's why they've been bums ever since.
Clowney is not on this list.
Hold on. Somebody just jumped into the building. Can anybody guess who it is?
Clowney is different.
If you guess who it is, you get the prize.
Either Coach
You get the $1 million
or
prize.
Ty Hayes.
Might be Jason.
We do not have Ty Hayes.
Might be Jason.
Jonathan.
Piano Man, you can save for the $1 million prize. Who is it?
Jonathan.
Ding, 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 ding.
What's up, man?
Good. I'm took a break
Hello,
from
John.
packing. I figured I'd jump on for a minute, man. I'm almost got this done. I'm ready to start this move and get this up. Man, you know, I'm kind of disappointed there was a name not brought up that I heard.
Okay.
What name?
Jordan Matthews.
I
Did
brought
y'all
him up.
mention Jordan Matthews? You did? Okay, I must have not heard it because
Jordan Matthews would
jumped
not be
on.
on this list.
let me
Oh,
At Vanderbilt?
we're talking strictly college, right?
strictly college.
We're talking about like what 3,600 yards at Vanderbilt?
That don't, would you know how many running backs I can name? It doesn't matter about
Oh, okay.
yards.
So it
He's a
was a
receiver.
receiver.
He was a
Oh,
wide
that,
receiver.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, Jordan
confused.
Matthews is a receiver.
I'm still not picking him at receiver. What are we talking about? Top 25 players?
Oh, is this overall SEC? Sorry,
Overall, it's
No,
I think it's
overall.
overall. Yeah, it's
overall.
overall.
Okay, never mind. My bad. So because I started
Even
listening
if it
late.
was overall, I'm still not even if it was SEC, I'm still not picking him.
One of the most productive receivers in SEC history?
That's cool. Are you picking him over AJ Green?
No.
Are you picking him over? Okay, now I'm about to keep going. Are you picking him over Percy Harvin?
Health wise, yes, because Percy had migraines.
No,
and all the issues he
From
had.
what you see,
Don't count the
but
migraine
don't count the
So
health.
we're not
Of course, I
counting
pick
injuries.
anybody health wise.
before the
We're not
migraines.
counting- We're not counting health at all.
No,
No.
Oh, then
Before the
that's a whole
migraine.
different story. I mean, you may have to bring in some other guys if that's the case. But yeah, no,
You
I
got-
you're
got
not putting him
You got
over.
AJ Green. You take him over
I would
AJ
say-
Green.
no.
What
and I wouldn't
receivers?
take him over-
Wait a minute. What
Jamar
receivers
Chase
made
and
this
Justin
list? How many
Jefferson,
receivers
you're not
was on
taking
this
them
list?
over. You're not taking them over Judy. You're not taking them over Smitty.
AJ
I'm not
Green
putting him over
on
Amari
Georgia.
Cooper.
You damn sure ain't taking them over Amari.
No.
How many
absolutely-
receivers made this list? Like 2 or 3? I know.
Sorry,
I know
I was
Smitty
Just two.
So
and
I
Travis.
get a premise.
Travis and what you call
Larry,
and Larry
Larry.
Fitzgerald. Okay.
You're not taking him over Julio.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So do not tell me no Jordan Matthews ever.
I just came in here to stir
Yeah,
stuff.
clearly. This-
In terms of
this-
pure
you got-
college
You
production,
got
This is-
CD Lamb.
Well,
Michael
that
Crabtree.
was before. That was
I'm
pre-SEC.
taking Matthews over CD Lamb.
let me ask you this:
I am not
Would this-
taking.
Would this list be different? How different would this list be for you if you had never seen any of the players we mentioned play in the NFL, and you had only seen them play in college? Would it change your mind about some of these players?
Are you
No.
asking me or him?
No,
Because-
just anybody. Yeah, anybody. I'm wondering if how much the NFL factor is playing into some
NFL
of.
didn't play
With that,
zero.
with that list, I guarantee you most of that list depends on what they did in the NFL than they did what they did in college.
I don't watch a whole lot of NFL, so I mean, mine would probably be
Yeah.
more geared towards college because I really don't. Don't get me wrong, I watch NFL, but I don't watch NFL like I do
Right.
college.
Because I think that's the only reason Quinn Nelson makes this list.
Yeah, they just
No,
they
Quinn
smoked-
Nelson made the list because they gotta put a Notre Dame player on the list.
They don't
Oh,
have
so
to.
that-
They just choose to.
You- I wish I could see the list. So this was somebody else's list that you guys brought up. And
Pull
we're
it back. Pull it back up, Prince.
I'm about to put it back up. My
All right, I'm
fault.
not trying to go backwards, guys. I'm just.
Oh no, we good. We just talking, folks, giving their input too.
So this is top 25 players since 2000.
Yeah.
Period. college
Okay.
football.
I got a problem with somebody I don't see on this list. And yeah, I actually do have somebody. I have a problem that somebody's not on this list because their stadium got rebuilt because of what this man did.
We said
Johnny Manziel.
We said
Yeah, Johnny.
We already said him.
What in the hell? How do you not? Yeah, that's it.
The house that Johnny built.
How do you not have him on here?
So I'm gonna say this. Y'all might not agree with me.
Oh,
More than likely.
Statistically, Julio Jones doesn't deserve to be on this list.
not statistically, no. If
And
you
we're
go
talking
back-
about pure college. We're talking about pure college. I can understand him not. I can understand Smitty being on this list, and I can understand Julio not being on this list.
Yeah, he started talking about stats. Well, yeah, because he played in the era
I'm not
where they
putting
didn't
Julio
ball
on
that
this
well.
Now, if you take that NFL career and you put it up there, then all of a sudden, yeah, Julio Jones
And
definitely
then
belongs
he
on
had
this
the top.
list.
He had the top that
I
one.
wasn't putting him on this list, period.
Jordan Matthews doubled Julio Jones' college production.
Yeah,
Jordan
easily.
Matthews was
He was a
actually
beast in
really
college.
good.
Yeah, he was different.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I wonder how much the NFL career and what they went on to become has to do with some of this. Well, not your list. I'm talking about some of the lists that they have on here.
Oh, I'm sure it has some. Piano Man, the Piano Man sent me a list the other day. I mean, I just had to laugh. That one you sent me and asked my thoughts on it. Oh my gosh, man! But yeah, I love lists, man. That ESPN and all them produce, like the experts, as I like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, he had to do a lot more blocking because it was in the era when Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, those guys. You know what I mean? We were primarily known for running the ball, no doubt about it. And he didn't have people like Tua throwing the ball. No offense, obviously, but
yeah, Julio played the wrong era at Alabama, basically.
Yeah. That's why you almost got to prop him up a
put it
little
like this: if Julio could play with Tua or Bryce Young, whatever passing records are up there, they are shattered.
Yeah, I agree, 1,000%.
So they got Roy Williams up there. I think that it's a couple safeties, like you said. Eric Berry comes to mind, just right. I'm thinking SEC.
Yeah, Tennessee, Eric Berry.
Yeah, was an animal. I put him over Roy Williams.
That pit right there, and Roy Williams was a dog in college. But bro, let's stop it. We gotta stop it when we making these type lists. Roy Williams was probably one of his favorites in college. You just like, I'm not gonna leave my favorite off. There's no way nobody, if you ask anybody, if you say pick Roy Williams in high school, Roy Williams in college, Roy Williams in the NFL, I am not picking Roy Williams in these three things over Sean Taylor. And nothing.
Oh, no.
And he literally had Roy Williams over Sean Taylor. That makes me question you right there.
What are your thoughts on? I'm not saying he deserves to be on the list, but I think he should at least get a mention. Eric Berry.
I put Eric Berry before I put Roy Williams.
He was Eric Berry, Mika Fitzpatrick. Mika Fitzpatrick had more pick sixes than now. Ain't one of them.
Yeah, he should be on. I think Mika should be on this list. What about LaRon Landry? LSU.
Yeah,
I'm not picking LaRon.
I mean, I'm not putting
not that high. Not that high.
He'll knock your lights out, but I'm not picking him that high.
What about some of the Alabama safeties like Mark Barron? We already mentioned Mika. But
Barron
had a pretty decent career.
Mika is number one easily.
Eddie Jackson had a good career, but I don't know if he made that many tackles. He had a lot of picks.
Plays.
He
had a lot of picks.
Yeah. Clowney not being on this list. Y'all think Clowney should be there?
The Davion Clowney, yeah, he was all right, but
no.
I think he was.
It got to be automatic, bro. It can't just be a play. It can't just be. It got to be something so special. That's why I said, just think of how many players came through in college since 2000.
You know what?
It's been a lot.
It's controversial because it would be a homer pick. but the talent from Reuben Foster, man,
I wouldn't even put Reuben up
He
there.
didn't have a
Ruben wouldn't be
career.
on here.
Reuben ain't even above 3 of the guys. I want to put him above CJ. I want to put him above Rolando, and I'm not putting him over Dante. And that shows you how great that position has been.
Now that you say that,
if you change this list to talented, Reuben Foster makes this list.
Yeah.
If you take it away from production and just say talented players that I've seen, Reuben Foster makes this list.
Raw talent at linebacker, probably.
I've seen nothing like it.
Probably, but he still wasn't as dominant as any one of those three, especially Dante Hunter.
Rolando McClain.
Rolando McClain.
Oh, yeah. In my opinion, but yeah, like
you
Rolando
got McClain,
is number 1.
You got Spikes. You got
Brandon Spikes. Yeah.
You could take David Pollard.
Was McClain recruited?
I'm taking Patrick Willis. over
Patrick Willis over everybody. Yeah,
Patrick Willis should be on this list.
Yeah, you're right. Was McClain recruited by Saban?
Yeah,
more than likely.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. He was. I think.
So then they had the only offensive lineman they had was with Grant Nelson, and this is a list of SEC offensive linemen. Barrett Jones is number 1. I kind of agree with that.
Wait,
in terms of a smart player.
Yeah.
It doesn't go. But I'm just thinking about offensive linemen. They got Chris.
You talking about SEC?
So this is a list of SEC offensive linemen, and I'm trying to find some that are better than Grant Nelson. Luke Jokel. Put him up there?
No.
What about Andre Smith?
No.
Better than Grant Nelson? You don't think it's
better than Grant Nelson, but not there. Definitely better than Grant Nelson.
My argument would be DJ Fluker.
What about Michael Orr?
No,
got to move right here.
Way better.
We're just naming guys at this point.
No, I'm saying then you got the Pouncey twins, right?
Definitely one of. If you don't put anybody on the twins, put the Pouncey twins over Grant Nelson easily.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think that the Pouncey twins are better than
Andre
Smith?
No, but
so that's what I'm saying. I'm not just naming players. I'm naming players that they kind of in order.
They put a guard in there, so I put the Pouncey twins over in a guard center combo.
And me, talent-wise, Cam Robinson from start to finish was extremely talented at Alabama.
Yeah, but he still ain't better than Andre Smith.
No, he's not. Yeah, I think Andre's got to be. I'm not gonna lie. It would be hard for me to keep Barrett at the top of that list.
You
say Jake Matthews with Jake Matthews
or Barrett Jones? Yeah, Jake Matthews, Texas A&M is on
Jake
there.
Matthews. Nah, I mean you got Andre Smith, Jake Matthews.
You ain't got the notifications on. You already told on yourself.
I'm like,
what's up, KT?
What's going on, KT? He said Quandro twins. No. We just naming names. When you name a name, the guy got to be special. Like, I mean, like special.
Who did he play?
I'm talking about like Orlando Pace type special.
Who did Chris Samuels play for?
Alabama.
Oh wait, we're talking about. Sorry, not who. Jesus. We're talking about a time frame, right?
From 2000.
Yeah, since 2000.
Okay, never mind. Because I'm going through I actually have a list.
I'll put Trent Williams up there.
I put.
No, Trent Williams, most different. Trent Williams, first ballot Hall of Fame.
Easily.
Yeah.
And he really became that with the Washington after 49ers. I'm only saying that because that's Ted's team and they took him away from us.
We showed him a better time.
Who did Joe Thomas? Was it Joe Thomas played for in college? He was the Cleveland guy, right?
The Cleveland guard. What did he play?
He played Oregon. Joe Thomas played at Wisconsin.
No, he was out there.
First ballot.
Definitely different.
I only know of him, really, to be honest with you, because
Yeah. You can say Chris Long during that time. Chris Long was a big name during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some great linemen, but
I'm not putting
Smith maybe like
not putting Chase up there.
Chase Young.
Jay Womack.
I mean Chase
Oh,
Womack. Chase Womack.
No.
I don't know if I would put Chase Young on there though. Even still,
he had a good junior year.
That's why I said, man, because I know I gotta hit this other. We've been on this topic for a minute.
It's interesting.
I know. So the homework is for everybody is to
Wait a minute. Hold on. Before we move on. I know.
There's
a name. It's a name I just thought about. Is Adrian Peterson not on this list?
Oh hell!
I'm saying, you see what I'm saying?
Just think about AP. Wow. Yeah, just think about AP.
I didn't think about it. I said him earlier. That's why I was like, you said Ezekiel Elliott, and right after you said that, I said, no. I said it in my head. I take that back. I didn't say it.
Was AP's production in college that
AP was second in the Heisman?
He ran for
AP is dominant.
No, I know he was dominant the 1 year. I'm talking about outside of the 1 year.
Yeah, he had total 4,000 yards, 41 touchdowns in 22 100-yard games. Yeah, he's pretty good.
I'm about to say, come on, man. All right, man, we got to get off this. That's why I said everybody homework by next week. So by next Monday, if we're gonna do it Monday, no later than Tuesday. Top 10 quarterbacks since 2000, running backs and wide receivers. I feel like the quarterback one is super easy. Like you make it. The top 5 is gonna be pretty easy.
What are you basing this off of? Are we doing off of just because you apparently don't look at production?
Okay, I'll put it like this. Since you want to go there, since we're going, if you want to go on production, and I'm gonna ask you this. Would you take Case Keenum over Cam Newton?
No, I
exactly.
didn't say
That's my point.
No. You're stretching what I'm saying. I know what you're doing. You're saying I'm not saying only production, but is there a weighted system? What am I looking at here? Because you can't make a list.
Everything in one.
Everything in one. Okay.
Everything.
Because
I can put up numbers.
and we're doing quarterbacks right now.
Quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. I need top 10 since 2000. Don't give me nobody that if he played in the 90s at any point, he doesn't count.
Oh, I was just about to say that because I was about to say, can I put
LT
on there?
At best be a freshman in 2000 on up.
Okay.
No 90s players.
I was about to say, can I put Damian Thomason on there?
I like from Nick on rules.
Bro, make your own. Hey man, come on.
I like it.
Can I at least make the rules up on my channel, man? Can I at least let me have that moment? Let me have that.
No, you can't make up your own rules. This is America.
Hey, this is America. Okay, everybody know what that is. Okay. I just want to tackle this one real quick before hit the flag football one before everybody give just real quick. If the NFL bans the tush push, I think every head coach that talks bad about it is soft, should be fired. And I hope they be fired because you soft, because you can't stop it. Especially shout out to James. What's his guy? What's his name? Up there, they head coach. John McDonald, whoever he is, he one of the main people trying to ban the tush push, but he want to run it in the AFC Championship game like 6 or 7 times, unsuccessful.
Yep,
man. And he want to say he one of the main voices on trying to ban it. Just because your quarterback couldn't do it, the MVP couldn't get the job done against the Super Bowl MVP. It's not my problem. You can't get past the Chiefs. And your boy keep getting outplayed by Patrick Mahomes when my boy literally outperformed him in the Super Bowl twice. I just want to talk bad about these they just get on my nerves, bro. These head coaches sometimes just want to choke them. Just complaining. How can you be mad at somebody because they so dominant at something? And then when they say we're trying to prevent injuries, we're trying to prevent injuries when they literally did the data and it said 0% of injury rate, which I was amazed by the way. I was very amazed by that when they put that data up there. But 0% and you using, or we don't want nobody to be injured. So just want to get that out of the way. If you guys got a quick comment, because I know we spend a lot of time on the other one. And I was just going to get to the flag football one real quick. So the NFL is definitely going to have flag football. Not the NFL going to have flag football. The NFL players will be eligible to be in the Olympics for the 2028 Olympics. So everybody's available. Now that I have you guys, who would be on that team? I need a quarterback. I need at least 3 wide receivers. I need 2 corners, a nickel, and a safety, and 2 linebackers.
I thought we was doing this offense. All right, I can do that.
Well, I'm definitely putting Jalen Waddle on that list. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. When we talking about
Jamar Chase.
Like
who's okay?
I would put Tyreek Hill and Jamar Chase for sure.
Flag football. Who is? So we putting Jamar Chase in there.
I'd put Jamar Chase on there.
Yeah.
I can.
Are we putting Justin Jefferson in there? Because I know everybody's going to try to rush to go to the Olympics now. LA is going to be popping. That's going to be one of the major events that I feel like we should completely dominate in.
After Jamar Chase, I think you have to go for like some superior speed.
Nice
yeah,
because it's an open space game. So like a Tyreek Hill probably.
Yeah, exactly. Him
oh
or
my God, that is unfair. So,
exactly.
I know that's what I'm saying.
And then a red zone threat. So you'll need a big time red zone threat.
So we adding a tight end?
Do they use a tight end in flag? I don't know the rules of flag. As far as how many people they allow.
The center usually be the tight end, so he'll snap the ball, run straight down the center field. So usually be the guy who's snapping the ball, playing in the middle of the field.
Okay.
Well, Brock Bowers.
That's who I would pick.
Yeah.
So, Coach, how many players are there on the team on the offense on flag? Is it 7?
It's 7-on-7 basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes 7, sometimes it's 6. Depends on what team you got.
Okay.
So
yeah,
we got a quarterback and how many receivers? Do we got any offensive linemen?
No offensive linemen at all.
So it's pretty much 7-on-7.
So quarterback and 6 people going out for passes?
No. It's quarterback. You got a quarterback, you got a running back go out for pass.
Oh, yeah, we got a running back.
The center can go out, and then you have to have 3 receivers. That's it.
We need a center.
The defense have the extra player.
Okay. My running back would be CMC. I need a running back that can catch.
I'm getting Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, I'm getting Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs is not a bad choice either.
Scat man.
You need somebody that can catch.
And he's going to, you got those receivers up there. He's going to outrun. Now, who's going to snap the ball?
They just said Brock
Bowers.
Okay. Can he go out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can run.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Brock Bowers. That's dominant. Miss Janet said she'll Josh.
It won't be breaking tackles, Miss Janet.
Yeah, he won't get a chance to run nobody over.
It's all about speed and catching, hands and speed.
Yeah, you're right. Metcalf, I like Metcalf in it.
What's the running back from the
DK, that third wide receiver? He fast and he a vertical threat, so he'll a high jumper. So DK be good at that third receiver.
The running back from the Dolphins, the shifty one.
Talking about
A-Chain.
Devon A-Chain.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Yeah, he shifted, but I don't know if he got Jameer Gibbs type of shit.
No, he ain't.
No.
Very good. I like him at A&M, but yeah.
I reach.
But you still got to have subs, so you're gonna pick 3 subs at receivers and running back at receivers in the center, backup quarterback.
What quarterback are we taking? Do we get the quarterback yet?
I think you need a quarterback that can run. I like Lamar Jackson. Sorry.
Can you run?
Sometimes it depends on if they rush. If they're rushing, you can run. If they ain't rushing, you can't run.
If they rushing, I'm taking Lamar Jackson all day.
You got 4 seconds. If they're rushing, you take Lamar Jackson. Now you got to take Patrick Mahomes. Kid is a wizard.
Or Joe Burrow.
I was gonna say Joe Burrow.
Burrow is good, but he's not that wizard as Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a wizard, man.
Some of the throws.
I know everybody's going to try to be available for this, man. So that's why I like. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
it's going to be very, very interesting. Everybody like, bro, I want that gold medal.
I like Evans for the red.
I'm taking Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow my bag up.
Kyler Murray would be a problem in 7-on-7 if he can get out the
pocket.
You
right.
Oh, Kyler Murray easy. Let's take that back. I'm going Kyler. You're not going to tackle Kyler.
And then he don't have no offensive line to throw over.
If you're gonna rush, if it's a rushing thing, yeah, it's Lamar.
I'm still taking Lamar and then Kyler over, or Kyler's the backup.
Yeah,
but if it's standing in the pocket and deliver, it's Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes all day.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go defense.
You need man-to-man corners.
So
Pat
Surtain. Pat. Yeah, Pat. I think Minka back at safety.
Definitely. You need man-to-man safeties too. So yeah.
Yeah.
You need Minka.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner.
Sauce
Gardner. Pat, Sauce, Minka, and you need one more safety, I guess.
Really, if you want a baller, like dude that Brian Branch does a little bit of everything, but it depends on
Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton, yeah.
Yeah.
And if we need another guy in the slot,
that's
Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton gonna get kicked out the game. Yeah, he's so physical that he's gonna hit somebody. He gonna
Rams to play that third guy in the slot because he's big and physical.
Yeah, that's true.
That I'll be pissed off if I had to go against those type of
quarterbacks. So how many linebackers you get? You get just one?
One linebacker.
Yeah.
You need a coverage. Fred Warner.
Yeah, I'm about to say that was easy.
Yep. That's probably the easiest one.
If he was young, I'm going Bobby, but I'll go with Fred.
And this team is gonna win 67-0.
You're not going to be able to pass the ball. You're not going to be able to pass the ball. This is going to be one of the most. I mean,
so did they have flag football in the Olympics last year?
No.
Because this is the first year. Okay, I was just wondering if this was like.
I just don't understand opening up the NFL players. If you open up the NFL player, they couldn't be NFL superstars. Like it would have to be limits to who you can put in front of the NFL. Like if you put NFL superstars, it's automatic win for the United States.
No. I want to win. I want the best.
Yeah, well, now you're never gonna have amateur players after what happened with the Dream Team.
Yeah,
we definitely. Anytime we get an opportunity, we sending the best that we had to offer over there.
Best. I need on the first round. I need the best of the best.
And the gap between American football and foreign football is way bigger than the gap between basketball and foreign basketball.
If you send the superstar from the NFL, man, like you said, 60-0. Like they're gonna be calling the game at the end of the first quarter.
Gold medals for us.
I would be shocked.
The Olympic gonna be calling, like, man, can y'all send a lesser batch of kids over here, please? And then
the only way the other countries
then you get the Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl selective ones that didn't make the Pro Bowl, but they on the selective community and come over there and dominate the steal. So it's just not gonna be good.
But hear me out though. In all honesty, I feel like we could put together this same team with college players and go over there and win gold in dominant fashion.
Oh yeah.
Real quickly.
This foreign football just doesn't compare.
Yeah.
Like it's not You don't know of any players that came from overseas that play in the NFL now. Like it's just not a thing.
Let's do that real quickly. College players that we will have. I'm talking about current college players.
That's damn near easy.
Yes,
receiver. Name your top 2 receivers.
See, I
Jeremiah Smith.
If you don't say Jeremiah Smith,
I put Jeremiah, Cam Coleman, and Ryan Williams.
Yeah,
you crazy.
That's
like I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I'm putting them 3 and putting Ryan in the slot.
I don't even know if you would put Cam Coleman on that list because he's just a big tall. I would if you got a receiver from Auburn. If I got a receiver from Auburn, it would probably be Eric Singleton, just because he's shiftier for flag football.
It don't matter about how shifty you are. Ryan Williams gonna take the top off defense, him and Jeremiah Smith. Yeah. Once they start playing deep, you got to have Cam Coleman come on in.
Running back.
It's just different.
Running back.
That's be your toss up.
Yeah, that'll
be your toss up. Running back.
Nick Singleton up there in Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good choice.
Either him or that running back over there in Notre Dame. Both of them catch raw real good.
Love.
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, Jeremiah Love. Yeah.
I like Love.
Yeah,
I like Love.
He can catch out the backfield for sure.
Well, we'll just say between them. Quarterback.
That's the biggest issue.
Who's the best quarterback in college football right now?
They say it's Nussmeier, but I don't see Nussmeier.
I don't see Nussmeier either. Shout out to Coach Sean, but I don't see Nussmeier either.
The next on the list is Klubnik.
He
can't take no club because club will turn
they're too up and down.
Actually, most of the people that they hire on, I'm not high on because next on the list is probably Drew Aller, and
no sir, I'm taking Dante Moore for taking Drew Aller.
I thought that the third highest was Arch Manning.
Arch Manning.
I'm probably taking Arch.
I'd take Arch Manning for taking any one of them.
That's wild that we're agreeing on this.
I don't know, man. We hadn't seen it.
Hello, everyone.
That's me. My professor showed up an hour and 30 minutes late. We just been in class waiting.
We got our quarterback. We
got to go with Arch.
He said too many starters. That's enough starters. We did name 3 wide receivers, 1 running back, and 1 quarterback. We haven't even named the person to hike the ball. It can be anybody. I don't know a tight end that we can just go out there and pick. We can put Oscar Delp. He probably the only tight end I really, really know in college right now.
All the good tight ends seem like they left.
That's what I'm saying. Oscar Delp, who they were saying Brock Bowers. But look who just came in the house. My guy.
That's good.
Over there at the water cooler. Talk sports. Shout out to Nick. I ain't gonna say that other one name right now. Okay, I don't like it. I ain't gonna say that. Shout out to Marcus, man. Shout out to Marcus. But we just ending the show on this. We had the NFL one. Now we're doing college. Now the defense is gonna be
Caleb Downs.
Oh,
it's a Caleb.
Unanimous. Yeah, Caleb. I like how you did that, bro.
Look, let's just get that out of the way. Leonard Moore, in my opinion, is another one that you probably can't leave off this list.
Oh, from Notre Dame.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Ball hole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who you said?
Leonard Moore.
Notre Dame.
Oh man, I'm tripping. Yeah,
tall, rangy.
Yeah. In a flag football setting, dude, this
different.
Yeah.
Man, you got so many corners, man. Damn.
Yeah, it's tough.
What corner can you take?
I just believe Arch is that guy. I know what I've seen just with a little bit of play, but he's going to show out this year.
I got to see it first.
Oh, of course. But cornerbacks, Damani.
There's one, but you're not going to like it. I'd put him at
I don't know. In 707, I don't know about the money right now.
Man, please. Money gonna travel.
Just this been really like it's so many talented corners out there, man. Like
that's true.
Like who?
just go out of line.
What?
Man.
Yeah, isn't D'Angelo Pons a corner? Dude from Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm not putting him up there.
That dude, he's gonna be. He's
I
gonna
like
be a
Tuco
first rounder.
Davis out of he was playing in Arizona. I thought we was gonna get him at Alabama when he went into the portal.
Yeah.
6'3".
There's a kid at Tennessee. That kid from Tennessee. I don't know his name, but the dude from
I'm
Tennessee.
not really high on him either because Ryan was giving him the business. We just couldn't give him the ball.
Yeah, but it's
Well, Ryan
Williams,
is different.
dog.
Ryan is different, man.
That's
Come
Ryan
on,
Williams, man.
He
He giving
Okay.
almost
Who he
everybody.
didn't get the business.
Well, you got a
If
point.
y'all wasn't trying to force feed them that game, you might have been successful on it.
It wasn't no force.
He was wide open. It was just on the throne. It was on the throne or overthrown. He was just wide open, running free every single time.
Ain't no overthrow. It needed to be thrown how open he was.
Them corners from Tennessee were mad physical, though. I give them that.
Yeah, they are.
He said Julian Humphrey.
Julian Humphrey. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a really good ranger.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Who's gonna put linebacker though? That's to me.
Yeah, if I put
coverage backer.
Oh, that's a. There's got to be somebody that can pass coverage, right? So I mean,
we have 5 minds up here, including the chat.
So we all SEC fans, though.
It don't matter.
We think about the same players.
It don't matter. We can think. We all ain't thinking about the same player.
Let's see. Linebacker, rangy coverage linebacker in college right now.
I'll be honest with you. I can, at the top.
Can we just put a safety at linebacker?
Yeah, let's do that.
Safety at linebacker.
We ain't tackling. So
yeah, you're right.
Tackling. Hold on. Let's put Caleb Downs right there.
Ooh, that's a good one, actually.
But, you stick him in the middle of the field? Yeah,
I am putting right there in the middle of the field.
That's great. I like that.
Now, who you gonna put back there? I'm gonna be a homer on this one. I'll put Bray back there.
I knew you were gonna do that. Yeah.
Because Bray, I have yet to see, like, ever since we put Bray back there, bro, nobody has really thrown the ball past him. And if they try to throw it down there, he intercepts it. But we need corners. Nobody ain't really naming no corners.
Well, we took.
Well, this class, to be fair, isn't deep. It is not. Let me. This one I have to look up. Hang on.
I got to. That's what I'm doing. Like
corners on this one. I got to cheat.
I still had this up here. Just guys that's coming out in the draft next year.
Get a list up there. There we go.
Got Caleb on there.
See, that's what I'm saying.
See, Caleb and Leonard Moore are
boy, but he's not rangy.
You can put Nicholas Harper in here somewhere.
So,
but
I'll tell you what.
On 7 aspect, do you really want to put Nicholas Harper in the 7?
So I tell you this: ESPN ranked the top corners of 2025, and the first 4 we all named already: Caleb Downs, Leonard Moore, Jamar McCoy, and D'Angelo Pons.
Yeah, Pons. Yeah, I mean,
Pons, definitely.
Dylan, what's this? Thiemann from Oregon.
I like Sedarian. No, Sedarian coming off the edge though.
By KJ Bolden. Did you throw him out there?
KJ Bolden is free too.
Yeah, he is free. I think who's about to he was the number 1 corner last year. He had Georgia. Robinson. He liked that for real. But
not Braylon. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about. Ellis Robinson.
Elias? Is it Elias or hang on?
Elias, it's something like that. He one of the top guys.
I got Dalen Everett from Georgia on there.
I got oh boy. It said Nico. Nico wouldn't even. I wouldn't even let Nico try out. Like, bro, go over there.
You know,
Nico gonna charge you to try out.
He's gonna be on the what race is he? What race is Nico? Huh?
What race is he?
He a Hawaiian.
So No, Hawaiian. I'm just about to put this man.
You know, out that corner.
I'm just about to say this man playing for the Hawaiian team, like Hawaii is not in the United States.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god! I had to stop myself, man.
Is
Link
Takaro? Oh, go ahead.
Dijon Lee. You have to, and I'm not trying to be a homer here, but
Oh,
6'4",
yeah.
6'5".
boundary corner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be tough.
yeah.
Is
But
what's the
You
name?
got
The corner-
Dijon Lee, but you still got AJ Harris is probably
Who
better.
came out with
You
somebody
probably
else
Penn
came
State.
out with him this year?
What's the dude name that the dude that transferred, the corner that transferred from Arizona to Washington?
That's
Did
what
he go to the
I'm
NFL?
Tico.
What's his name?
Tico. It's not Takaro.
Like Tico Davis or something like that, but he like that.
Yeah, he tall too.
Yeah, he
but
like
I
6'3".
think Michael Taft better than Tico. That Texas.
Could be. Oh yeah, Texas. Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Michael Taft
They
is
got-
better than Tico?
They got another corner at Texas.
He looking at you sideways.
I have to look at
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, I'm looking at a list, so that's good. Yeah, you're looking at me sideways. Yeah, so looking at this list just last year, the top 4 guys that's coming into college this year, Devin Sanchez, I believe, is going to be a dog at Ohio State.
Yeah.
DJ Pickett is going to be a dog at LSU. Naheem at Oregon, and Dijon Lee. So you can literally just put these freshman guys up there.
If you wanted to.
If you wanted to, and call it
if
a
you
day.
wanted to.
Malik Muhammad,
But-
that's the other corner at
But
Texas.
what you
yeah.
But how you think people would feel like
If they
KJ
feel-
Bolden if you put those freshmen in there with KJ Bolden playing safety, probably what number 2 safety in college football?
Yeah.
Don't let the ball get past you.
Yeah, I want to know when nobody care.
Nobody
long as they get gold medals, man. They win.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we got another episode in the books. Just want to give a shout out to the guys coming up here. Even John coming up here.
Sorry,
even when he's busy. So definitely appreciate it. Shout out to Coach Sean, Coach Al, KB, Justin over there at the Bama Standard, Marvin. I'm thinking of everybody off the top of my head. So when it come back around to me, we can just get off. But appreciate everybody always supporting. And before we go, we're gonna let everybody shout out to China, and we getting up out of here.
Really, I'm watching this game, man.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm Piano Man. B Sharp, thank you for having me, and Jonathan, thank you for just taking me on. And Coach Carl, I still owe you, my brother, but I got you next week. But you can find me at The Long Run with Piano Man, and I'm on YouTube. And listen, thankful that Coach, B Sharp got you 800. I need 13, 14 more, and I can have 150.
There you go. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
So I need 14 more, and I'd be at 150, and I would appreciate you. Just and it's like Coach B Sharp said, it's costs $0 to like, share, and subscribe. So and I come on every Monday at 5 p.m. But also starting Monday morning, The Long Run with Piano Man, I will start my morning run from 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. And we just be talking a little short talk. So you can find me there on YouTube. I'll be glad to have you.
Man, you just jinxed me, man. I only have 799. Somebody don't like us no more.
I need that person to come back right now.
Show yourself.
I'm going to create a new account just so I can go over there and get you to 800.
No, man.
No, I'm messing around. Obviously, the Bama Standard Network, guys, make sure to come over there to check us out. Me, Brinsky, Coach Sean's over there as well. I got to get you, Tez, Coach Carl, Piano Man, you guys on over there. Obviously, I mainly talk recruiting. So if you guys ever want to talk recruiting, ever want to break down anything, just let me know. I got to get with Brinsky after this. Actually, we're doing a interview, which I just lined up with Nick Abrams II tomorrow evening. So yeah, number 14 linebacker in the 2026 class. But either way, yeah, Bama Center Network. Appreciate everybody on here inviting me on. Obviously, Brensky, the comment section, all that good stuff. Piano Man, Coach Carl, Tez. Love talking ball with you guys, man. Love learning every time I get on here.
Hey man, it's Coach Carr, man. You can find me on this Block Sports Talk on YouTube. You can hit me up on Twitter at Coach KD Tater, or you can just swing through Selma and catch me at the football practice this week. Next week we get a break. Then the week after is back to the summer stuff. So everything is everything. And Brinsky, man, I appreciate you inviting me to the show, man. I'm sorry I came in late. But when I got here, it was fun, man. Y'all was already doing y'all thing, man. Piano Man, good to see you, my brother. I know you're gonna get me on the long run, so I appreciate the invite. It's always a pleasure, John. Like you think you're learning from us, but we learn from you too, bro. Like it's a lot of stuff you know that we don't know. So we enjoy that. Ted's on the rise. I like my brother Tez. He coming up to being the next John. So those two collaborate together, man. We're gonna have a dominant crew around here. Brinsky. It's the GOAT right now going on in this thing, how he hosting everything.
Don't call me
Putting
that.
out,
I just
putting all
lost a
this stuff,
subscriber, man. You can't call me to go.
putting all this
I'm
stuff
up to
together.
800.
But Brinsky, you taking over Ty, so you doing what Ty was doing with us, man. So keep doing what you're doing. Whoever left as a subscriber, man, you need to get back on, man. Maybe we didn't say anything about your team. You should have put it in the chat, man, so we can start talking about your player, man. So let's get back. And if you don't join back, I'm gonna get my wife to go on and subscribe. So keep it Brinsky at 800, or I get on her channel, go subscribe my damn self. But yeah, man. We appreciate y'all in the chat. I'm sorry, man, about my broken English today. I'm kind of dry. Miss Janet, you know I love you.
Hey man,
Everybody in the chat, man. Y'all keep everything going, man. The only reason why we here is because of you guys. And if y'all keep on bringing in more channels, man, bring in more questions, man. Because the thing about us is like we coming up with all these topics. It's easier when you could jump in the chats and help us out too, man. Because sometimes we get stuck, so we just bounce around. So y'all throw out some stuff, man, so we can come in on. And then once we get everything popping, man, on Ted's channel, because I don't know what Ted's trying to do right now. Once Ted's channel get bumping, then I'll do a channel. I'll do something on my channel, man. We're pressing to try to do something 5-6 nights a week. And then with John, man, John is like the orchestrator of it all right now. So I like the way John was behind the scene last week, man. He was behind the scenes just dishing out assistants everywhere, like Coach Sean and Brinsky on the channel, and John was dishing out those assistants. So keep up the good work, man. Y'all doing a really good job, man. I'm always tuning in.
I'm gonna speak on that, but not on here.
What's happening, good people? It's Tez. You can catch me at It's SC Season on YouTube and on Twitter. And my personal Twitter is code name Tez, man. I got the channel coming up. Trust me, I got some very exciting stuff planned. I've been working hard on it. I got some stuff in my personal life going. Well, not even my personal life, it's my other business. You don't know I'm a photographer. It's that time of year where I have to take a ton of pictures, so I've been kind of sidetracked with that. I apologize. But yeah, we definitely gonna put some content out on there soon for you guys. I got some like I said, excited plan. And if you unfollowed today, you probably Chicago Sky fan. In which you probably won't be coming back. But if you if you decide, that you can get over that, please come back and join and subscribe to all the podcasts listed, man. All these guys, listen, it's understated how much work this is, right? It kind of looks like we just get up here and talk as friends, but like it's a lot of work going into coming up with topics, and it's tough to get on this microphone and actually sound like you know what you're talking about, and to you know to actually know what you're talking about, and to provide something that people will gravitate to and the fans would actually love. So, man, you give all these guys their flowers and their credit for putting in their time and work. Everybody's got other jobs and stuff, so like they could be doing something else with their time, man. But give everybody their flowers up here, man. I love talking ball with these guys. It's like Coach Carl said, man, and John said, love learning something. Got to get on Piano Man channel soon. I just found out that he streams in the daytime sometimes. So with my schedule and my job, the way I work, I be free in the daytime every now and then. So I may be able to hop on one of those with you, man. So yeah,
Come on,
looking
man.
forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Big year for everybody on this panel.
Oh yeah. And as always, man, whoever that was that unsubscribed, that was actually probably a good thing because you probably weren't watching the channel anyway. I don't like people that just subscribe just to subscribe. I like participants that like to watch the channel. So shout out to everybody else that show love from Rom, Gil, Miss Susan, Miss Janet, Dwight, and just pretty much everybody, man, that's consistently on the show that always showing love, especially, man, definitely appreciate you guys. Like I said, wouldn't have made it this far without you. And we're very, very close to getting monetized. So keep them rolling, man. If you know any folks, tell them to come on over. Just keep on coming over. Show love to the channel. Appreciate everybody. And of course, how can I leave up out of here?
You want me to play it or no?
So we
right towards the end. Right towards the end. Not yet.
We're
Not
watching
yet.
letters right now, huh?
Man, y'all already know. Forever and a day. And I had to trim down that list of just Frank Thomas and Charles Barkley and Bo Jackson. I do love Cadillac. I do love Ronnie Brown. I do love Carlos Rogers. Jason Campbell was my quarterback.
Jason Campbell, yeah.
Y'all got a whole team work after a while. Keep naming it.
But everybody after that, and maybe somebody new on that list come next week.
Keep
Being Obama, dude.
No, I like Cam. Cam showed me love.
He's from Selma, right?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Being Obama, dude.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man, F them trees. Oh, F the water cool talk because they Auburn fans. I love y'all brothers. But burn everything down, burn it down to the ground. But
I don't want that to happen.
Except those people, man. I love those guys. They have a special.
Want that to happen, man.
No, man, they cool, man. They cool. But you already know. Catch on the next time, and y'all already know. John, that when you supposed to hit it, man.
Oh, you ready? You ready?
Hold on.
Roll down
Man, we'll
tide.
catch. Man, but y'all already know. We'll catch you on the next one, and
Roll down tide.
There we go.
Roll